Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back again. As always, PokeScience here, you guys, and we did it, you guys. We set a record. This is not a clickbait. We set a world record for Pokemon Unite right now, and that is the amazing, most prestigious record in all of Unite, and that's block goals, you guys. As a team, in this very game that you see right here in front of you, we blocked a total of 32 goals as a team in rank and in solo queue. Never been done before and may never ever be broken. If someone would like to challenge this goal, feel free, and then let me know in the comment section when you do it. I'd love to see the video of it, of course. But 32 block goals, you guys. I've gone through many games where an entire team will have 0 block goals, 0 for the entire game. So we did it 32 times. Do you know how many times that is in a 10-minute span? That's like what? Like doing it 3 times a minute? Like how often can the enemy even push enough to even try to score or even have balls to score? 3 times per minute, you guys, that this happened as a team. And personally, I had 13 block goals, which I've never really seen before. I actually had a personal high of 8 before this. So, and just so you guys know, anyone who doesn't know what block goals are, that's pretty much when the enemy tries to score and you break it. So with all the people running score shield or whatever, it's very tough to block goals when people only have a couple of balls. So in order to do this, obviously you're going to have the enemy be really, really aggressive, and that's what they were all game. They were really aggressive, try to score a lot, and we were able to snuff them out just in time, you guys. And another thing, block goals isn't something that Pokemon Unite really tracks in their stats at the very end of each match. So that's why I use Pokemon or Unite API, which is the website. And I'll link it in the description below so you guys can see as well. Unite API is an amazing website to use. It dropped about like maybe 2 months ago, I want to say, and they have a Discord and everything, so you can talk to the people that actually are the developers. I think it's actually one person who I've always talked to, and he's always open to like any suggestions or advice of how it can be improved. So definitely feel free to join their Discord as well. And this is like an introverted plug for them. I didn't talk to them ahead of time and let them know that I was going to plug them, but I just think it's a great website. And of course, it's still in development right now, so there are some bugs that needs to be worked out, so be patient with it. I can totally see this being like a PV poke or like one of those websites that everyone will just gravitate towards once it gets really, really good, because on this website you can view everything, all the stats for the battles, all of your enemy stats, people that you're not friends with, you can view how well they did. You can like spy on your favorite content creator to see how what kind of games they're playing, what kind of builds they're using, which is I think what a lot of people use this website for, to kind of scope out like the builds that some of the best Venusaurs are using out there. So yeah, you guys, just let me check it out. So now let's hop into some of the commentary for this. We're like 6 minutes in, or we're about 3.5 minutes in, I should say. And we already blocked some goals, I've noticed, I believe. And then I messed up here. Well, first of all, I'm in solo queue, so no one, of course, is in dread in dread range aside from me on my team. So I'm fighting a 1-on-3. I wait way too long. I think that Garchomp spooked me a little bit, so I was like debating whether to even try for it, because Venusaur really doesn't have a secure. So you're gonna have to be very lucky to even snipe Dread, especially when there's a Garchomp there. So I was debating whether it was worth dying for, and I ended up dying anyway. So that just shows you how poorly I played that sequence. but I did block 2 goals right there, if you saw, and then you saw my teammate right there, Absol blocked another one. So we're blocking goals, but we're still allowing points. And it looks like on bottom I can see Garchomp is trying to score again, but it's going to get blocked again. I think Absol might have been... my Absol had 1 block. I think it was the Decidueye on our team that actually did a ton of blocks themselves with 11. So I take out the Charmeleon here, but once again, it's a 1-on-2, especially if you're distracted by the enemy Charmeleon, Decidueye. You don't want to be taking all this damage from Decidueye when you can't hit Decidueye. So I go down there again. I go to farm now. And I know I'm taking the Absol's farm, but I just really need my Unite at this point. We're almost at the midway point of the match. I still don't have my Unite. So I really need to get it in order to help secure the next Dread. And Absol's being a little stubborn here, let's face it. Absol's being a little stubborn right there. There's 1 farm. I think Absol can easily get farm from other places. So you gotta mosey on around, and there's like a Decidueye right here, which I don't know why it's standing by itself. And watch how it uses its Unite right here. Uses its Unite, and my suggestion, and I by no means am a Decidueye pro, but never use your Unite in a one-on-one battle. You'll never win because you're just constantly taking damage, and the aiming is just too funky. It's way too funky. We're gonna go ahead and double team this Charizard. I believe we can get the kill here with the tag team of me and Crustle, and we're gonna go ahead and just take out the Charizard. And while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and get to work on this Rotom. I do know Dread is populating in a couple of seconds here, but we're here right now. There's no way I would say we're gonna get down. If a battle started, which it already has, I will be late for it anyway. So we take it out here, and then we'll see what we can do. I start kind of escorting the Crustle down this. Down towards the second goal, and the Charizard's in trouble once again. Can we get a kill? Yes, we do. Night Sleep Time. The Decidueye's by itself, and I'm very tempted to go in and try to take it out. But Decidueye does so much damage, so you kind of have to back off a little bit. So I was just allowing the Crustle to go ahead and deal the damage. And I was very sad that I couldn't take out the Decidueye right there. But we'll take out the goal instead. And then Crustle, for some reason, decided to retreat and not really do much. And then even though it was retreating, now it decides to attack after I die. And that's like a common mistake I see in solo queue a lot, where your teammate won't help you in the team fight, but then they'll start attacking after after you're already dead. Like, it's my turn to attack now or something. I'm like, I could have used you 3 seconds ago, pal. So I am going down there, and then so the Crustle, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to defending, right? This is our entire purpose of this video is to is to block goals, and the Cinderace is stealing all my farm. But actually, when I was making this video, obviously I had no intentions of making it a block goal world record video. It just happened organically, and honestly, I didn't even know it was happening during the time. I didn't notice until I checked the stats afterwards, because I'm always kind of curious now of all those stats. See if everyone's doing their job, blocking goals, playing defense, and see who's doing what. Because you should have some block goals, I think. If you're in certain lanes, especially if you're like soloing top or something like that, during like these like Dreadnought fights or in the beginning, you really should have some block goals, I feel. So I'm gonna go and get away from this Garchomp. I know I have no way of beating it, so there's no point, and I have no idea. I'm pretty much useless for my teammate right there. There's no way I could help my teammate survive there. So I knew I had to just make sure I survive. So I actually do block Cinderace's goal right there. So there you see right there. Garchomp is just such a pest, you guys. Venusaur is really not a good matchup for Garchomp. By no means is it an answer. It can hang around for a little bit, but at the end of the day, you'll lose that matchup probably 9 out of 10 times, assuming the levels are somewhat even. So Rotom is back again, but I think I approached it a little too late for us to secure it, and the Garchomp's still here. Watch, even though it's a 1-on-3, I'm having issues taking out this Garchomp. I kind of back off, hoping my teammate can take care of it, and then once I saw Crustle retreat, I'm like, oh no, we have to kill this Garchomp, and we do, but at the sacrifice of me going down. But look at the Garchomp timer, 28 seconds, you guys. Garchomp has been having a very strong game, so having him out of the Zapdos fight for the next 20 seconds is huge. I'll be returning before it returns, but we're at a number disadvantage right now, and Absol decides to score here. On the surface, this looks like a bad idea, right? You're like, oh, why isn't Absol helping out Crustle in the Zapdos fight? But Absol, what it's doing, since we're ahead by so much right now, it's giving us an 100-point insurance. So it's actually the right play. We lose Zapdos here, but we got the 100 insurance. We just have to focus on trying to get some kills here and then trying to counter score. So we get a kill, which is huge to reduce the damage from the Absol, or from the Zapdos going down. So we're gonna go ahead and try to go mid here, because I see the Crustle and Charizard's going bottom. Garchomp is really the only person back right now. So I can kind of ID that. And I see Garchomp is busy defending, posturing, trying to delay scoring, and then I'm able to drop another 100-ball insurance into their main goal, which is going to be huge because this game actually ends up very, very close. I just decided to retreat. There's no point of attacking. I collect all the spare balls. Don't want someone to walk in and just score a bunch. So Charizard, I think, uses his Unite right there. I back off, head back into the safety, and I actually made a small mistake there. I should have healed up a little bit more. I don't know why I stood so far away from the healing zone. Decidueye makes a major mistake trying to Unite outside of the home base for some reason, when your Unite can totally hit the Charizard from the home base. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out this Charizard right here, but I can't stop the goals on the bottom. So that really scared me, because Decidueye just scored 96. So all the goals are destroyed at this point, but I don't think the enemy scored at all at our home base, and we scored what, like 200 at theirs. So I'm still feeling fairly good about this game, but it got a little closer than I thought. But thankfully we were able to block 32 goals, setting a record along the way. And imagine if those 32 goals actually went in, or imagine just like a few of them went in, because we won by less than 100 points. So he scored 525, of course, with the assistance of Zapdos. So they still scored a lot. In terms of defense, you know, we took 26% of damage. Crustle, or actually, excuse me, as Venusaur, we got 6 kills, 6 assists. And I was just checking some of the stats at the end because that was a really weird game, and I feel like the enemy and my teammates were making a ton of mistakes. And I'm going to be making a video on solo queuing season 3 right now. It seems really wild. I feel like a lot of my enemies are kind of you know, in the beginning stages of learning how to play Unite right now. And then I feel like a lot of my teammates are also in the same boat. So I feel like oftentimes I'm in a match where I feel like I'm dominating personally, but everyone on my team is struggling and everyone on my enemy team is struggling. So you kind of have to do your best to carry as much. So I've been trying to experiment playing more with attackers, especially until I reach master rank, because I feel like as an attacker, you can kind of control the pace of the action a little bit more. You can push, you can get kills, and you can be present at the Zapdos fight to make sure your team secures. So thank you so much, you guys, for stopping on by. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys see any other teams out there scoring, blocking more than 32 goals in a match. Solo rank only, you guys. So let me know if you guys see it. All right. All right, you guys. Have a great one. Take care.